How to Overcome Speaking Fears to the Ferris State University Body by Jack DeStefano. From my personal experience, I am a senior at Ferris State in the marketing program, and like many students, I had public speaking fears and anxiety at the thought of presenting or speaking to a class. Majority of my classes did require public speaking. Public speaking, reducing anxiety. Adam Grant was terrified. As a student, his heart used to race at the mere thought of raising his hand in class. For weeks beforehand, he had nightmares about forgetting his lines, waking up in cold sweats. No matter how much he practiced, for the 3 days leading up to the speech, he could hardly breathe. During the speech, nothing went terribly wrong until he read the feedback from the audience. Try not to look so nervous. You looked like a Muppet, and it seemed like you memorized every single sentence for the presentation. In the past year and a half, he's given over 100 keynote speeches and hundreds of anxiety-free presentations. Because he practices in front of an audience that is similar to the real audience, he knows the audience because he researches, asks, and is better able to direct the message more effectively and confidently. Like Adam Grant, other students can successfully mitigate their fears and deliver amazing speeches, presentations, and other public speaking events. The fear of public speaking is the most common fear people have. Anxiety during public speaking can make the message less likely to be receptive. Knowing the audience will improve the performance of the speech that is given, can more accurately be directed toward the demographic of the audience, and is easily avoid offending. Practicing and preparing for the speech will allow for less hiccups and more confidence. Dressing for the speech, getting good rest, and a nutritious meal in beforehand will ensure that you are fully prepared and have a minimal amount of barriers. Common but problematic. It is the most common fear and can ruin and damage the effectiveness of the speech. The fear or anxiety can impact the speech negatively and will have a domino effect of similar feelings the next time you give a speech. The first step in making sure that you reduce the nerves is being well prepared. Having a script or bullet point and notes jotted down will give you a minimum of an outline, if not a full script. If there are bullet points and you want to reduce on space, know what to say and how to say it before the speech. Try practicing the speech 2 to 4 times in front of the mirror or to friends and family. This will add a real element and reduce pre-jitter nerves. It also allows for confidence in your voice, but do not over-practice for fear of sounding mechanical and fixed. Dress comfortably for the part. One of the most detrimental aspects of a speech is thinking that you are overdressed or worse, underdressed. And this will give you a sense of getting your mind off of the presentation and is more likely to make you believe that others are judging you. Reduce this by dressing for the part, feeling confident, and that you are wearing the appropriate clothing. Eat and sleep for success. Having a good night's sleep followed by a nutritious breakfast and lunch will make sure that you are clearly thinking and not hungry. Eating also gives the mind more energy to properly function. Do not have a to-do list floating around your head, and relax. Right before you start the speech, take a few deep breaths, and as you deliver the speech, regulate your voice and pitch and do not sound monochromatic. Remember, the audience understands public speaking fears and is not judging you. Good speaking skills take time, and the more actively you practice and deliver, the better and less nervous you will become over time. And remember, the fear of public speaking is the most common fear people have. It affects 75% of the population. Anxiety during speaking can make the audience feel uncomfortable and less likely to deliver a powerful message. The best way to reduce public speaking fears is knowing the audience, practicing and preparing, dressing for the part, getting good rest, and a nutritious meal in beforehand. This will ensure that you are fully prepared and will give the best speech that you can. anxiety-free.